Did this guy basically post an advertisement? Please come and steal my money? What's up guys, it's Greeny. I was doing a little research online looking for some fraud stories to tell you guys. The last video I did seemed to be well received, talking about fraud in Thailand or related to Thai people or Farangs. I mean, I don't want to pick on like the Thai people. Let me know in the comments if you guys are interested in hearing stories about, you know, any type of fraud or scam or bamboozlement stories. You know, I got a lot to share. I was a policeman and I investigated identity theft and fraud, and I do have a lot of personal stories I can share if you guys are interested. Just leave me a message in the comments. This story is about a beautiful young woman named Siriluck. She is a Thai national that decided to take her show on the road to Australia and scam the shit out of people that live there. In 2020, the police arrested her. They had been conducting an investigation since 2018, and she was at the center of the investigation. She was charged with 103 different offenses. A few of them are related to like romantic scams, and I'm gonna get to those in a minute, but it didn't really start that way. So let me just give you the background and catch you up to how the police found everything out. Police were investigating a couple different things that she was doing. She was actually posting ads on Facebook that she was a remittance agent, which is somebody that could transfer money to Thailand from Australia. She was basically targeting the Thai community in the Sydney area. So people would, you know, give her the money in Aussie dollar and she'd convert it to Thai baht and ship it over to Thailand. Well, she had no license to do that. They found out that somehow this was part of a money laundering operation. She was also giving them a terrible conversion rate. She was stealing their money left and right, apparently. As she was doing that, she actually started a Ponzi scheme, and people were giving her money to get great rates of return that were just, you know, a little ridiculous, but not that ridiculous, over 10%, which is great. And she was doing it in like a bi-weekly fashion. So these people were getting money every 2 weeks on their investment. Then they're supposed to get the money back after usually like 3 months. Of course, when people start losing their money, they start making police reports and the police find out about it and start investigating it. And this was a 2-year investigation. I mean, that's pretty lengthy. When I was a policeman, you know, we'd get the report, we'd investigate it, it'd be like, you know, 1 or 2 weeks. But I mean, this was a long investigation. They estimated that she defrauded people out of $9.7 million. Now, later I read that they reduced it to like 1.9 million or something. Whenever people embezzle money or steal money, they always, even if they admit to it, they'll say it's a much lower amount. She didn't admit to anything at this point with these fraud charges. That's a little bit of the background. A few other things about this lady is she was running around telling people that she wanted to be a pilot, she wanted to go to law school, a bunch of different things like that. I think she was just getting people to like invest in her, give her money so that she could get money for that type of stuff, go to school or do whatever she had to do to become this. She did have 2 kids in Australia and 1 kid in Thailand, I read. It's funny though, while I was doing my little investigation, you know, I checked a whole bunch of different stories about her different news organizations and a few little news videos I saw about her. It was weird. Everything had just a little bit of information. Some was about the frauds, some was about the romance schemes. Like nothing was a big story, and there was no super great details on how she went about, you know, conducting her action. I mean, I'm just trying to piece everything together here. While I'm looking through all this, I found she had a LinkedIn page that said that she was a dentist. I don't even know where that comes into anything, but she was just after all types of stuff. So police do a search warrant on her house. They find all kinds of like expensive goods like Louis Vuitton bags, just all kinds of stuff, high-end stuff that all appeared to be hers, but just a ton of stuff, way more stuff with somebody that should have her income level. She was actually just cleaning houses. That was her job, apparently. So as they do their investigation, I'm sure they did some forensics on her computer and, you know, pulled whatever paperwork they could find in the house. They ended up figuring out that she was also doing romance scams, and they found a few victims of that. One guy started dating her, just met her on a regular dating website, and they were dating for a little bit, and somehow she convinced him to give her about $27,000 because she wanted to start like an Uber type business, but for like parcels. And this guy invested it, and he gave her his personal information so she could, open the company and all that type of stuff. Well, once she got that, she started getting loans in this guy's name. She started taking loans out in the company's name, and she had no intention of paying this stuff back. The reports that I read didn't say exactly how much money worth of loans she took or was in the process of getting when the police arrested her, but the guy did contribute $27,000 to this company that she wanted to start. She had no intention of ever actually starting the business. She just kept all the money to herself. That's catfish number one. The big one was catfish number two. We'll call him John. John's a good name. None of the stories I could find give any information on these guys' names or anything. And actually, I tried to get into the municipality's database because it was there. I wanted to read the entire, court case, all that type of stuff. But unless you're an Australian citizen, they don't give you access to it. I actually had to use a VPN just to get into their website. And then they wanted me to supply 2 different forms of Australian ID to find out what was going on with the case. I should have talked to some Aussie people I know and had them, try to access this for me, because this is a very intriguing case. I want more. 103 different charges. I want more information on this. This lady is just scandalous. Now let's move on to the big fish that she fried. You guys tell me if this guy was asking for trouble. He put an ad on a dating site called Secret Benefits. It's kind of a website for guys looking for sugar babies or sugar babies looking for older rich guys to take care of them. He put in his ad that he makes between $200,000 and $250,000 a year, that he's worth in excess of $10 million. He was 47 years old, looking to attract a younger lady, and luck pounced right on it. So they got together, they started dating, and we'll call this guy John. John fell madly in love for luck. I'm sure it was luck. She was 28 at the time, like I said, he was 47. It's not that big of an age difference, really, for somebody that's a working professional to have a pretty good-looking girl like that. At some point in time during the relationship, luck talked him into investing in a business with her, and he gave her $467,000 to invest in like a luxury goods business, luxury purses, luxury this and that. She came up with fake paperwork, fake invoices, fake everything to trick this guy into thinking that he's going into this business. Well, she did buy some of the purses. She bought some and kept them for herself. Other than that, she just pocketed the money. He also wanted to marry her, and she agreed. They decided they were going to get married. Well, instead of him buying a ring, he gave her $13,000 to buy the ring, which she didn't do, and pocketed that money. Eventually, he must have just walked away because the police found this. So however it came to fruition, she ended up being charged in these 2 romance scams. And that's what the police first got her on. They're investing in this big thing, but they were able to get these 2 guys as complainants based on the search warrant that they did and the information that they found at her place. And they got her on those charges. So right now, she's doing 4 years and 2 months, I believe, on these romance scam charges. But the police had also uncovered that she was getting loans and credit cards using a bunch of different people's identities, probably 2 of which were these guys, and the shell businesses that she opened up with these guys. Just a total scammer. I don't know. You guys think it's stupid to put how much money you make in an ad? I know guys want to impress girls and use that to their leverage to try to meet somebody, but it's not wise to put specific amounts on there. It just makes you a target, I think. I don't know. What do you guys think? So last I read, I thought she was supposed to go on trial in May, but I haven't been able to find out any information on what happened with all the rest of these charges. She's supposed to have a trial for 103 different charges. Obviously, she's very arrogant. I read that she's trying to represent herself, not have an attorney represent herself. I think it's all a stall technique, a stall tactic, that she doesn't understand this or that. She's saying while she's in prison, she can't access the information that she needs, that there's all kinds of paperwork, and she can't do this and that. She's had 3 bond hearings to try to get out, but they're not letting her out. They know that she's going to flee. She's got fake identities, all this type of stuff, so she ain't going nowhere. Eventually, maybe I'll post something stating what happened to her ultimately. I was trying to get more pictures of her or more information, a mugshot. I mean, they just got this stuff locked down. They don't make it easy for somebody to get information on this type of stuff. Anyways, real conniving bitch. She got what she asked for. 4 years. She'll probably get a lot more with these other charges. I mean, those were just, you know, if she took those guys for about 500,000, we're talking about almost close to 2 million more. I don't think they're going to mess around with her in Australia. I think she's going to be in prison a long time. Many scammers like this in America. When I was a policeman, I came across tons and tons of different stories that people I know worked on, or investigations that I worked on, where people, you know, just scam people. That's what they do. They're scammers. It's a good job, you know. I had a case I worked on that the person just didn't get any time, and you get a lot more money doing a scam than robbing a bank. Trust me. You know, you rob a bank, you're going to be doing 10, 20 years in prison. You do a scam, you might get probation if you're a first-time offender. It's nuts. But if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Hopefully I'll be having a few more of these videos in the future. And let me know what you think. Do you want me to keep rolling with these scam things? Maybe once a week, maybe every Sunday. Monday, do a scam video. Greeny out.